You know, I think I'm in a state of shock. I know the tour's over, but it's like last week in Spain. I really felt like I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. I couldn't take the crowds outside. I couldn't do the shows. It was too hot. Everything was getting to me, and I thought, oh, I think I'm getting ready for the depression of what I'm gonna feel when the tour's over with. But I really didn't feel emotional last night. I know everybody else did, and everyone was crying, but I didn't feel emotional. It was like it already ended for me. It's like when you know someone's dying, you have to make your peace kind of before they die. I've done this with close friends of mine. It's like I make my peace with it before it happens, so I don't get really hurt. And then when it happens, it's like I don't feel anything. But I know I'm gonna feel something later. I just don't know when that's gonna be. I guess it's a protection device. I hope I'm in a safe place when it happens. What's wrong with me? I'm freaking out. I have Japanitis. That's why.
I'm sorry, but the level up here is not that loud, and there's no reason for all this feedback. If we can't get it to sound better than this, then I'm not doing a show. So someone who knows about sound better come up here and explain something to me. I'm waiting.
She's getting pissed.
Why can Don and Nikki not hear themselves?
We're gonna lose our voice. Sound by Jim Cole.
This is tough.
Where's John Draper?
Oh, she sees me and the smile is gone.
Because it's raining, Freddie.
I know it is.
You think it's funny.
I don't think it's funny at all. Bert?
Get out. I'm having a business talk. Goodbye.
Ouch!
How does it go?
No, she thinks she is my mama. Snatching on my head like she in the kitchen.
I only look white.
You guys remember Mom?
She sure is. She's really Mabel. Remember from That's My Mom? That What's Happening? That's her.
I was born a poor black child.
With no rhythm. Look at her hair. That motherfucking pickaninny looking shit. No, Massa. I don't want to do no makeup for Madonna, Massa.
Honey, I got rhythm.
Do it the way it looks smooth then.
No, I'm saying, do you like it over your head?
No. The great thing about it is that you're hidden behind me and then you pop out.
That's why I asked, do you want me to do it over your head or not?
I don't think so. Why don't you go and take a poll? Ask everybody.
Take a poll?
Yeah, and ram it up your ass. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Allie.
No. See, you said it. Every goddamn day you throw this little fag stuff on me. Yeah, put this
Ollie,
on tape.
don't you know what a poll is?
A pole. Where's a pole? That's a pole.
No, a poll is when you go around and you take, it's like, a poll is like...
Wait a minute, you say pole.
You're forgiven, Ollie. Everything you don't know, I forgive you for. Now, let Mama get her makeup done. Oh, God. I love having children to watch over.
You're not filming me getting an adjustment. I won't be able to relax. Serious. Alec, no. No way.
We talked about this in LA.
About me getting an adjustment.
Just tune it out.
I'm just gonna... Julie, shut up. Don't tell me to tune it out.
Now take a deep breath. Drop this shoulder.
It's cold, like a New York winter day. It could be like it's snowing weather. That's what it's like. All of you put black tights on. Just put the Vogue costume on and put your jacket on. And that's your costume for the night. Okay?
This is so wild. I'm panicking right now. Belgium stress.
5 minutes, everybody. Showtime.
strange reason, I'd failed to realize that the first leg of the tour was during the rainy season in Japan, so for 3 straight weeks we performed the show in a blizzard. But the dancers are so excited to be performing for an audience the world could have been blowing up and they wouldn't have cared. I, on the other hand, was not in the mood for Eskimos on ice, and I think the only thing that kept me from slashing my wrist was the thought of coming back to America and doing the show the way it was meant to be. found myself growing really attached to the dancers, and I started feeling like a mother to them.
Gabriel, since you never give me any attitude, you get the oldest and most valuable one.
Thank you.
When we finally got to America, I got the chance to meet the mothers of all the children that I had temporarily claimed as my own, and the parents were usually as colorful as their kids.
It's Mama makeup. Is that it? Isn't she cute? Don't we look alike? This is Mother's Day. Happy Mama's Day.
Don't make me over. Ooh, Carlton's mom's in the hallway. Check it out, I just heard her.
There she is.
Hi. I want one with her, please. I must. Sure. She is so tiny and cute. Go.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Do I have to listen to this? See, that's why I want my radio on. Those girls annoy me. It's Donna imitating Belinda Carlisle.
Nikki's mommy is singing.
Yeah, well, you don't know I'll be around.
I know.
That's how you treat.
Someday he'll come along.
That's the one.
The man I love.
You know, it's a bad sign when they want you to go on a half an hour early.
Everything's fine. Got 3 closer now.
No, but you know, we're in a conservative town. And that is another reason to not want to live in Chicago. Aside from the fact that Oprah Winfrey lives here.
Oh, t-shirt. I want this one. Do you want a t-shirt? Thank you, $1. This is too small.
I think I've unconsciously chosen people that are emotionally crippled in some way, or who need mothering in some way, because I think it comes very natural to me. It fulfills, I think, a need in me to be mothered.
Okay, wait a second. You guys, does Jose love me more than I love him? It's not possible. No.
You know what it is? You know what it is? To come
I love
after
this man.
rehearsals to our hotel room, and guess what this child pawns? You made me. Everything. Hey, get up off the floor.
Don't ever leave me.
Their innocence. The innocence of the dancers moved me. You know, they're not jaded in the least. They haven't been anywhere. This was the opportunity of their lives. And I know that they've suffered a great deal in their lives, whether with their families or just being poor or whatever. And I wanted to give them the thrill of their lives. I wanted to impress them. I wanted to love them.
Yes, I like to leave a message. Someone is coming. My father is coming from New Orleans or whatever, and he's gonna be here in 20 minutes. So when he comes, could you please let him, because you know I haven't seen him in 5 years or something like that. This is not important to you, but I don't care. Let him park in the front, please, because I don't want it, no valet park. Just let him park. I just want to come straight up because I haven't seen him in a long time. Now that I think about it, I don't even want to meet him. I'm just joking. I'm looking for a black Cherokee Jeep. Come on, phone. Wait, hold up. There's a Jeep leaving. That's great. Bye, Daddy. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Oh, he's on his way out. Oh, my God. Hey, what? When I saw him, I was kind of disappointed because we didn't look alike. We didn't look alike anymore. It's like when I saw him, I'm like, this is my brother Lance.
When is your birthday?
You know mine. Oh, you acted just like Lance. My God, Daddy, if you saw Lance, you would trip. Lance acts just like you.
Really?
He acts just like you. This is a trip. I'm disappointed. You can't meet Madonna now.
Ollie? Are you okay? Oliver, wait a minute. How's your
Oh
dad?
my God, I'm serious. I'm in
Okay,
pain.
I really believe you, but I want you to
Okay, I know you. I know this little thing.
Ollie,
I wanna go titties. Yeah.
Ollie, please tell me.
What? How was it?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I mean,
Were you nervous?
Oh no.
Is he gonna come to the show?
Yeah, he's coming to the show. He's
Will you
coming.
bring him backstage afterwards? I'm not leaving.
After the what?
After the
Cama
show.
Yeah.
Bring him back to my room?
Now, the reason why I haven't seen him in 5 years and haven't talked to him that much, because he told me, Oliver, you're not gonna make it. I wish you stopped dancing. When he got to Houston, we had a little talk about this. And then he asked me to forgive him, which I never heard this man say something like that in my life. And I forgive him. Forgave him. Look good. Guess he felt happy, joyful, something.
Oh, Father, you never wanted to live that way. You never wanted to hurt me. Why am I running away? Oh, Father, you never wanted to live that way. You never wanted to hurt me. Why am I running away? Maybe someday, when I look back, I'll be able to say, you didn't mean to be cruel. Somebody heard you tell. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You can make me cry. You once had the power. I never felt so good about myself.
Hello.
Dad?
Yes.
Hi, it's me.
Well, hi. How are you?
Listen, I realize I haven't talked to you in a while, and, you know, I hope everything's okay and everything, but I have no idea if you guys are coming to the show, what night, blah, 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 and all that stuff.
I don't know.
So what's going on?
Your nights were changed.
Well, so who wants to come? And when?
Well, whatever, you know.
I mean, Dad, I'd love it if you'd come to both shows. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty racy in some sections. I don't know if you could take it 2 nights in a row.
Oh, you had to get racy on me, eh?
Dad, I'm not getting racy. I've been racy.
I know, but can't you tone it down a bit?
What, for you?
Yeah.
No, because that would be compromising my artistic integrity.
Of course. You undress in this performance?
No.
Oh, God.
Of course I don't.
Okay. Well, whatever you guys can get us tickets for,
Dad, I can get you tickets any night you want to come.
would be great.
Just tell me how many tickets you want. But you got to tell me now, and you got to tell me who they're for.
God, Martin and a friend.
How's Marty doing?
Well, you know, Marty, we took him over to.
Did he go to the rehab center?
Yeah, he's there. He's getting out on the 25th.
The 25th?
The reason I called your place, and the reason I called is he wanted to know if he could still do this.
Do what?
I don't know, he wants to have a party or something.
Dad, I don't... Look, I'll tell you something. This is a really, really grueling show and a really grueling tour. It's not like I played stadiums. and I play one show, and then I have a couple days off. I'm doing like back-to-back-to-back shows, and I'm like, I don't really like to go out and party and scream and yell, because then I lose my voice.
Look, halfway through Bands of the Groove, the monitors went off on stage. I cannot hear myself, and he's just standing there like he doesn't know what's going on.
I don't think I really anticipated just how draining the show was going to be. My brother Christopher had warned me I was going to regret it, but by the time I realized he was right, it was too late.
Definitely one of the all-time worst.
I mean, it wasn't just the physical aspect that was so demanding. There were so many technical things, so many little things that could fuck up, and boy, did they.
I'm the stranger, and I can get to you. Never want to turn your back. Why has it never done it before?
Well, possibly there's something going on in the building that we didn't have at sound
Well,
check.
I want to do something that is going to, like, check everywhere to make sure this doesn't happen again. Because it happened in Where's the Party, and it happened in...
So what you don't understand is that there's no way of checking things. We can do things
How
at
come
sound
it's not
check.
happening to Nikki and Donna?
I have no answer for that. Because if there's something very close to your frequency on
Well, if you don't
somewhere in
find
the
an
building.
answer, Keith, you can't... I mean, I'm singing a cappella and my fucking headset goes out. And everybody thinks the fucking show is over with.
Things come into the building.
Well, how come
there
it
could be
didn't
something-
happen to the girls?
Because they're on a different, we're all on separate frequencies. So there's something.
Put me on their fucking frequency and you know, I mean, you know. Motherfuck. Somebody stuck some big fat man up in the front to give me dirty looks all night long. I swear to God. And don't hide back there, Warren. Get over here. Freddie,
Yes, ma'am.
you lied to me.
What did I lie to you about?
There was nothing but industry in the first couple of rows.
I know, I didn't like what I
And
saw.
you said that there wasn't gonna be any.
I don't know how they got there, but they got there
Well,
from scalpers.
they
I'm sure.
totally bummed me out. They sat there with their arms folded, with dirty looks on their face, and like, I swear to God, do something else. Do my eyebrows. It was
Actually,
so distracting and so depressing to me to have 2 rows of people looking like they weren't there to have a good
Everyone
time.
in
What's the point?
No, but everyone in that pit was up and dancing.
No,
They
they-
were
Freddie?
some old farts, but they
Fuck
were.
you, there was not. There was
a little
3 rows
pit,
of assholes and then a
you have
space.
a wide space, and I tried to get a change today, and you can't with the fire marshals. I'm trying to get a change tomorrow.
I want it changed. And John Draper,
Hi.
please give Keith a new asshole because he's in charge of my show, the sound of my show.
Are you talking about the thing at the very end?
He says, no, it wasn't the very end. It was in Cosmic Commotion, and Open Your Heart, and Keep It Together, and Where's the Party, in Vogue. My sound kept coming out on my headset.
Kept cutting out?
Yes. Don't tell me you didn't know it. And Keep It Together in the a cappella section.
No,
By the way, you were particularly awesome tonight.
I
The
thought it
show
was killer.
Unbelievable.
Just killer.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
And-
people were
and
stunned.
See how good I am when I'm pissed off?
If that's what it takes, we got to piss you
No,
off every
please,
night, but
Freddie, please.
I thought you were in the greatest mood because you were really putting out, and I mean, the crowd was.
The crowd was tough.
It was a tough crowd on the sides because it's
Freddie,
L.A.
look, everyone looked like a goddamn William Morris agent
I
in the
know.
first 2 rows. Really. Okay, that's it, Freddie. You stink. You pussy man. Get over here. What is with you? Can you believe I have to do this every night? Are you gonna be nicer to me now, Warren? What? Where are you going, Warren? Bring them back. Bring some people back, because I have to go home and go to sleep. Good morning.
First shot of you again.
How are you?
Liz, you look really well rested.
I'm trying to turn Warren into a vegetarian. I told him I wouldn't have his baby unless he was a vegetarian. Not! The light's good here, don't worry.
Yeah, I think it's good if you lie down right there.
That's Al Pacino.
Hello, hi, nice
That's Mandy Patinkin.
Hello, how are you? Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Los Angeles was hard that way. I mean, I've always found it a little weird to celebrities assume a friendship with you just because you're a celebrity, too. He can get kind of awkward.
Warren thanks you all for coming. Hi.
You were great.
Thank
You were
you.
great. Thanks
Thanks.
for having us. That was
Oh,
really
sure.
generous.
Thanks for coming.
We thought it was neat. You know?
Neat?
Yeah, really neat, yeah.
No one's ever described it quite that way. Hi.
Yeah, okay. Have fun tonight. Well, I don't think we'll be making that other deal.
Oh, really? Not neat enough for you?
Nah, well, not quite. No, we got to put the kids, we got to get with the kids.
Okay.
So I'm going to give them this.
All right. Thanks.
God bless. Thanks.
See you, Kevin.
Neat? Anybody who says my show is neat has to go.
He loves me. He loves me not.
He loves me.
He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He just wants to fuck me. He really cares about me. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Uh-oh.
What?
I ended on a he loves me not. Does this little one count?
Nope. Not if you don't want it to.
There's two. There
Make
are
it
not
not-
two.
Make it not count.
It's one. He loves me, all right. Warren told me that E. Sedgwick, she wanted to meet him. So he said, okay, because he was curious, as any red-blooded American male would have been. She came over, and he said she had a completely see-through raincoat on, and nothing on underneath it. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fuck her. Isn't that unusual? Do you really like them?
What do you think People Magazine's gonna say?
I remember when I told Warren to bring me a present? He did. He brought me this really cool shirt from Dolce & Gabbana. See, I get what I want. Yeah, may I speak to Warren Beatty, please? He doesn't even have a fake name. Warren, you're supposed to be here. It's 5:30. If you don't get over here now, I'm leaving without you, you know. I did too. I never said that. An asshole. Oh. Well, I had a dream last night that, Gorbachev came to my show. My first reaction was that Warren Beatty was going to be so jealous that I got to meet him first. Anyway, it was a good dream.
The police are here, and well, this just in. They say that you can't do the masturbation scene tonight, otherwise you'll be arrested.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh, good. Let's see what
Look
happens.
at that. They will do it.
Well, what will they do? Jump on stage?
No, they'll wait till after the show.
Oh, we'll arrest you after the show.
Are you guys serious?
I'm serious.
Totally serious.
Clay just is down there with Freddie.
So what's considered masturbation?
When you stick your hand in your crotch.
But then another one of our options is to cancel the show. And we can choose that option.
It's your choice,
We
sir.
don't have to play.
We're asking for that opportunity, sir, and it's your choice, whatever you want to do. So it's in your hands.
Well, then will we have to
We
pay a
have to
fine?
cancel the show. No.
No, they'll probably take you. They'd probably take you to the station. They'd probably write you a ticket. You'd have to pay a fine. Yeah. And you'd be in the papers. You'd be in every paper. You'd probably take you.
Yeah. I'm changing my fucking show.
I think I need some legal advice from a Canadian attorney before I make a decision.
Why don't you come and talk to me without anybody else?
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I am not lying. I swear to God. The police are there, and there's a representative from the DA's office. And 2 plainclothes policemen saw the show.
Really?
Yesterday.
And they said...
Immoral live performance.
You shouldn't have told me, Chris.
Well, I wanted to prepare you when there's police standing down there.
See, did you guys hear?
What?
That the police are here?
Why?
If I touch my crotch during the show, I'm gonna be arrested.
Are you serious?
Are they backstage now?
They arrested Bobby Brown for fucking on stage. Did they? They arrested him for fucking on stage.
That's called jealousy.
I hope he's in jail when I get there.
The question is, does it help legally, strictly as a legal question, if we go out on stage, someone says, this show may contain graphic material.
Doesn't work.
Anyone choose to leave may do so.
Not here.
We're going to jail. I'm so excited.
Dear Lord,
Okay.
this is our last night in Toronto, the fascist state of Toronto. I know all my little babies are feeling fragile, and I just want you all to know that I love you all, and I appreciate everything that you're doing for me, and I'm here if you need me. I want you to go out there tonight and give everything that you have. Have a great show, and remember that in the United States of America, there is freedom of speech. And let's kick ass.
Yeah.
Great show.
So we're gonna go to jail or what?
Daddy, I'm changing my show.
Bring up there what is happening, and I'll give you the options. They just told me that there's been complaints that simulated orgasms, blah, 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 is against their rules and regulations, blah, 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 blah. And
I am not changing my show, Freddie.
I know you're not changing, but would you wait 5 minutes till I straighten it out and get it organized?
What's to straighten out?
Hopefully we can change their mind.
Hopefully you can just grab your crotch and not get arrested.
Freddie, all you have to do is go out there and tell them I am not changing my show. I am an artist, and this is how I choose to express myself. So then what do you have to tell them?
Stay in the bar. Yes!
Don't let them take me.
She has told me that this is artistic freedom. This is her show. It's gone in several countries, in major cities across the world. And if Canada, you know, if you choose to do that, I'm sure it'll be an international scandal. Demand, D-E-M-A-N-N.
God, everything's gonna have a whole new meaning in this show.
Okay.
Like when I say God and everything, I'll be praying that I don't get arrested. Where else am I nasty?
Everywhere.
Oh.
I mean, that's the thing is we're gonna realize tonight how many places that we
Say
do
hello,
things.
Toronto. Do you believe in freedom? I got something to sing about, okay?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's it, babe.
Chris, don't let them take me.
We won't. Celebration, come together in every nation. That's right. Holiday, celebration, come together in every nation.
Get arrested for that.
Consequences is they may detain her after the show and basically charge her with indecency.
Last time I was into a show, I was in jail. I guess it's my turn.
She'll do it, but she won't do it like.
Bet she does it more.
How much you want to bet? Something real small, man.
I'll trust you.
Nah.
I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete. I'd been held. I was sad and blue, but you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel shiny and new. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Like a virgin, when your heart beats next to mine, gonna give you You're so fine and you're mine. I'll be yours till the end of time, 'cause you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel I'd nothing to hide. Like a virgin, touch for the very time. Like a virgin, when your heart beats next to mine. Like a virgin, ooh, like a virgin. Feels so good inside when you hold me and your heart beats and you love me.
Spokesmen for rock singer Madonna say Metro Police and the Crown Attorney's Office threatened to arrest the star last night for lewd and obscene behavior. However, the police department tonight has a different story. Headquarters says officers checked out the show on complaints from the public, found nothing wrong, and left without incident. Madonna released a statement from Michigan tonight saying she would rather cancel the show than alter it.
Detroit was definitely the hardest place we went to on the tour, on an emotional level. I mean, God, going home is, well, it's just never really that easy for me. You know, people always talk about how stardom changes you, but they never talk about how it can change the people close to you.
Hi, Marty.
Who is that?
How's it going?
That's a piece, Mr.
This is my brother, Martin.
Hi, Marty.
This is Donna. Don't pay any attention to her. Vicky, you gonna say hi to Marty?
Hi, Martin.
I feel that there is a pressure because of my sister. People are looking at me going, how come you're not that? How come you're not the manager? How come you're not this, the other, that, blah, 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 blah. You should be this, she's that, you should be that. There is something that they measure against you. And sometimes I cop an attitude about it, but I deal with it.
Well, she's available. Why don't you go talk to her? She's taking a nap right now.
Oh, is she? I'm gonna be back here probably, I don't know, 7.
All right, well, I can't see anybody till after the show. So, yeah. Play a
Okay,
little.
sounds good. I'll see you, honey.
All right.
Yeah, well, we're tight, you know. We talk and stuff. She gives me advice, and I give her a few tips, and she gives me a few tips, and we could really have a give and take relationship, you know? We can get past that star bullshit, you know? She knows what time it is with me, and I know what time it is with her.
Dear Lord, it seems like every time I'm standing in this circle before the show, I'm asking you for something extra special. Well, I'm here again, and they say ask and you shall receive. So I'm begging you to give me a voice to sing with this evening. And the girls, too. This is my hometown, so I'm extra nervous. And even though it's not supposed to matter, it does matter what they think. And so I ask you to give me that little extra something special to show everybody here that I did make something out of my life. Amen. Have a great show.
Okay.
So? Did my father disown me? No. No?
You look so happy. Really? Oh, God, I was so afraid to do like a virgin.
I could tell you were.
I was like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm done with that now. Oh, my God. I tell you, that was harder to do that show than the police in Toronto. I was more afraid of what my actions would result in.
Are you ready for that?
Dad, you can come in, but I gotta get dressed. Come on in. Hi. I gotta take off my sweaty clothes. Hi. 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 Oh, God. Sorry. Soft. Sorry. Let me change, okay?
Sure.
Did you like the show?
It's great.
Really?
It was very good.
What?
It was wonderful.
A little touchy in spots, but it was great.
Okay. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Ooh.
I didn't expect a happy birthday.
Oh, man. I tried not to start bawling in front of everybody, you know. It's hard to sing and cry.
Now you know why I'm wiped out.
Well, just watching it. I mean, it's exhausting just watching everything that's going around.
Oh, I can't do this for another 2 months.
I'm sure you're relieved that's over, though.
Huh?
That one's over. That was a big one.
I'm so tired.
I thought, geez, the minute you turn your head, this stuff is all lit and on the stage.
Hi. I'm getting a touch-up.
Take a shower, ready?
Never
Hello.
thought I'd see you bow at your father's foot.
Right.
I thought that was great.
I never thought I would either.
I was honored. a little taken back, but honored.
Well, I thought I had to make up for the fact that I didn't go shopping for a birthday present. Weren't the sets beautiful?
Oh.
Didn't Chris do a great job? Aren't my dancers great?
It was all great. A couple of little scenes there were a little we
X-rated.
could do without.
Burlesque.
Dad,
We're burlesque.
you don't
Burlesque.
understand. They all lead
I know
to
they're
something.
arty. I know they're arty.
It's got nothing to do with art.
It's got nothing to do with art.
It's the journey that you go on.
You get on this train at the beginning, you have to stay on to the end.
Exactly, you
can't
take a
get off in the
journey.
middle.
It's cathartic. You can't get to one place without going to another place.
I understand.
That's right. I hear you. It's like growing up.
It's like growing up.
Yep, that's what my show was like.
Growing up. She's growing up on stage, right?
My brother's gonna come. And if he just has a few friends, that's fine. If he brings an entourage of people in, then I want you to come in here and be the chaperone. Okay? Because my brother's crazy.
I know it.
You have to be nice to him, though. He can't help it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what's my poem, my fart poem? Should I say it?
Which one? What about the beans?
I'm replenishing my fluids. A fart is a chemical substance. It comes from a place called bum. It penetrates through the trousers and lands with a musical hum. To fart, 'tis no disgrace, for it gives the body ease. It warms the blankets on cold winter nights and suffocates all the fleas.
Here.
And you said, you're not gonna stay and see Marty? Don't leave me alone,
I'll be here in spirit.
bastard.
We went out to get the limousine, and the limousine driver was gone because the guy who owned the limousine service had locked his keys in his car, so I had to sit out there and wait.
You probably stopped up at a bar for 12 drinks.
No, he didn't. He's cleaned up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dad says he went to alcohol rehab to escape going to jail.
He went there for the wrong reasons. It wasn't proper motivation. He doesn't want to heal himself.
Did Martin come yet? Dean, did he show up yet? No. Oh, well. Okay, thanks. Bye. Martin was supposed to come, but he didn't. Big deal.
I think Martin's not coming. I'm going to bed. See, if my brother comes, you just tell him that I'd like privacy, please.
Hi, Martin.
Hi, how you doing, honey?
Listen to that low voice of yours.
Mm.
What y'all
I
doing?
made it lower just for you.
What you been crying?
Yeah, my Visine.
Mm.
Yeah, it's my eyes got so.
I'm gonna go down and have a
What you
drink. I'm going down and have a drink with my family.
Oh, okay. You coming back up?
Yeah, I'll be
see
back
you
up.
before I go. Where's she at?
She's probably sleeping.
She?
Most likely.
401. I gotta find. I'll be right back.
What were you looking for?
401.
It's right there.
Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of me the whole time. Yeah, she's probably sleeping, man. Good night.
Sharon, you know, I beat up on girls like you when I was little, I think. It's true. You know who she reminds me of, Chris?
Who?
Sharon reminds me of the McFarlanes. Maureen McFarlane.
Hello. Hi.
You more?
Yeah. You guys.
No, they're a nice family. And if you think our family's wacky, I won't say any more.
There was a time about 10 years ago that I was in Colorado and I was going to make my way to New York to see her because I knew she was in New York. And I never made it. And I was a dancer on the road, but I was a different kind of a dancer. I was a topless dancer. And I was real heavy into the drugs.
But Moira McFarlane taught me how to shave my legs.
Oh.
Let me borrow her stuffed bra.
How old were you?
Showed me how to use tampons, not very well, I might add. And taught me how to make out.
Madonna, I did not teach you how to insert a tampon. And if we got in bed together naked, I don't remember that.
She said she was never in bed naked with me. She's such a liar.
She's got an active imagination, though.
She's a down liar. Did she say she finger fucked me?
No.
I remember looking at her bush. I know.
See what happens when you take drugs and alcohol? I mean, I lose a lot of stuff.
I remember the crack in her parents' bed because it was two beds pushed together. And I remember I fell through the crack, you know, because we were jumping up and down on the bed too much, naked.
The last time I really saw her before she became a star or whatever, was when I was in 10th grade.
Where's my idol? Where's my idol from 10 years?
I don't know if I'm nervous. I just want to see Madonna.
You didn't recognize me?
No, I didn't know you were coming out. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
So, how are you? When you see the show, you'll forgive me for not talking to you.
Oh.
It's really difficult. So
I know. Well, listen, I got 5 boys, or I have 4. I got to ask you something. Can we sit down?
I can't sit
seconds?
down. I'm
You
really
can't sit down?
sorry.
Why?
what's
I hate to do this in front of, about 4 years ago, I wrote you a letter, okay?
Mhm.
You've never received any of my letters, and I asked you if you would be Mario's godmother.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that.
Did you read the letter?
I got it a long time after the fact.
Well, very unexpectedly.
Uh-huh.
Real unexpectedly.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant again.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Please. Okay.
Okay. I want you to be the baby's godmother.
Really?
I really do.
You're coming to the show tonight, right?
Mhm.
And Melissa has all your phone numbers. I
Mhm.
know this is too rushed
know.
of a situation. I'm really flattered that you're asking me, but I have to think about it.
Okay.
Okay. But that's really sweet of you.
It has nothing to do with religion or anything. It has
I
to do
know.
It has to do with spirituality.
Do I get to decide on the name?
Okay. As long as it's the same as yours.
Okay.
Except that's why you've got to bless this child. Please bless this child and say she
Well, I would
needs a
bless it
girl.
anyways.
She needs a girl.
All right. Have a girl, Moira.
Have a girl, Madonna.
I gotta go. Come out a girl, and we're gonna call you Madonna. All right, give me a kiss and a hug.
I love you.
I hope you like the show.
I have something for you.
Is that the painting?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my room. Clay, come on. I love this painting, by the way. Thank you. Thanks.
I love
I'm gonna put it in my room. I love you too. Mwah.
And you call me after the tour.
I will.
Okay?
All right.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Bye.
I love you, Madonna.
I love you too.
Little shit.
Look. Moira made this painting for me.
Oh, she did it herself.
She did it herself. It's a Madonna and child. No pun intended. It's not bad, really.
Well,
Really, it's not bad.
no, it's not bad at all.
It's me breastfeeding.
I guess, yeah, I got that.
Did you hear me dedicate a song to her?
No, you did.
I
didn't
did.
hear that.
And where's the party? I said, this one's for Moira, my childhood idol.
I remember praying to Madonna, to her mother, Madonna. You know, it was the closest thing to God. When her mom died, I was a little girl and I remember feeling really sad and really awful. And, but I don't know that anybody went. I don't remember, like, hugging Madonna and telling her I'm sorry, because I just didn't understand. You know, I was 7 and she was 5. So I just wanted to go back and hug her.
Little girl, don't you forget her face, laughing away your tears when she was the one who felt all the pain. Little girl, never forget her eyes, keep them alive inside. I promised to try, but it's not the same.
I hadn't been to the cemetery since I was a young girl. We used to go right after she died. I don't know, my mother's death was just all a big mystery to me when I was a child, and no one really explained it, so. What I remember most about my mother was that she was very kind and very gentle and very feminine. I mean, I don't know, I guess she just seemed like an angel to me, but I suppose everybody thinks their mother's an angel when they're 5. I also know she was really religious, so I never really understood why she was taken away from us. It just seemed so unfair. I never thought that she had done something wrong, so oftentimes I'd wonder what I'd done wrong.
Does she hear my voice in the night when I call? Wipe away all your tears, it's gonna be alright. I fought to be so strong, I guess you knew I was afraid you'd go away too.
I wonder what she looks like now. Just a bunch of dust. I'm gonna fit in right here. You're gonna bury me sideways.
Little girl, you've got to forget the past and learn to forgive me. I promised to try, but it feels like a lie. Don't let memory play games with your mind. She's a faded smile, frozen in time. I'm still hanging on, but I'm doing it wrong.
I don't want to stay here anymore.
Can't kiss her goodbye, but I promise to try.
This is a show more that I have no idea what is going to happen to me and my voice. I don't know where it's going to come from, but give me a voice. And let me put on a great show tonight and let everybody do the same. Amen.
Okay. Now, say, breathe. Okay. Good. Great. Take a breath. Good.
This is crazy. Nobody talks about this on film?
Talks about what?
The insanity of doing this all on a documentary. Well, this is a serious matter, your throat, yes?
Why should I stop here?
But does anyone say it?
Who's anyone?
Well, anyone that comes into this insane atmosphere, you realize they all feel it when they come into this atmosphere. When they come into your dressing room, when they come wherever you are, they feel crazy. Now, do they talk about it?
No, they accept it.
Well, why don't they talk about it?
'Cause.
Well, you want to think about that, don't you?
No, I don't. So let's get back to my throat.
Do you want to talk at all off camera? You have nothing to say.
She doesn't want to live off camera, much less talk.
I think that's what it is.
There's nothing to say off camera. Why would you say something if it's off camera?
And tomorrow, you're going to be
What point is there of existing?
Well, eventually I had to admit that I was a human being, and I agreed to cancel some shows. And I was told by the doctor that I couldn't speak, and I had to write everything down on a piece of paper. Melissa, my assistant, became my only link to the outside world. I think in a lot of ways, New York and the time that I spent there while I was sick was the hardest on her. And since I was staying in my own apartment in New York, I lost contact with the dancers completely. I had to give all of my messages to Melissa, and through Melissa, I heard that they were finding a lot to keep themselves busy. I guess I was a little jealous that their lives were going on without me, too.
Donna Dolori, Madonna's backup singer, also dancer on the tour and everything like that. Donna, good to have you with us this morning.
It's great to be here.
Who choreographed that Like a Virgin number? Yeah.
Who do you think?
Warren Beatty. It's Warren.
Warren, you know, Donna, I was reading the radio Bible, which I happen to have a copy of right here.
Oh yeah,
It's,
Star.
That is so wrong. That
Star
thing
magazine.
Is so wrong.
Well, let me just read this first, and then you can commented, Madonna dumps Beatty for a black dancer. It talks about slam.
Slam?
Supposedly...
Okay. Madonna swaps Beatty for dancer 31 years younger. Look at this.
First of all,
Wait a
that
minute.
guy's name is Oliver. These guys are so wrong.
Really?
They didn't even get the name right.
No, hey, this is my first time ever working with fags. I mean, I'm the only straight guy, and it's, what, 6 of them? Oh my God, you know what else I hate? Have you ever seen Lewis walk in just underwear in front of just a whole bunch of people? Just walk around in bikini. I mean, just underwear. Don't have no kind of respect for these people. You know, we know that he's, you know, fag or gay, whatever you want to call it. But you don't have to show it to everybody. We know you're happy. We know you're glad to do it, but you really don't have to show it, you know. Let everybody know that you're, you know, a fag or whatever. It was scary. It really was, because they wanted me. And their thing was, on this tour, we're going to get them. That's what they told me.
When the show started up again, everything felt so different. There was so much tension and everything. I blamed myself. I felt like a mother who deserted her kids and then comes back home to realize how much trouble they've all gotten themselves into.
Don't touch my man, okay? If you go on that property, you're wrong, baby.
Madonna swaps Beatty for a dancer 31 years younger. Madonna has dumped her lover, Warren Beatty, for a young black dancer with the body of a Greek god and the stamina of a super stud. The new love in her life is 22-year-old Oliver Coombs, also known as Slam.
I just want to tell you that I don't think that you're guilty for that thing in the magazine.
I'm not worried about the magazine.
Oliver, look. They're always going to be queens on the ride. You have to just come to expect that of them. And you got some press, you got some attention, and they're jealous.
The fact that he's black means nothing to Madonna. She's attracted to him body and heart.
But not mine.
Okay.
I'm calling you in here to tell you that all that matters is your relationship with me and what you do on stage every night. Okay?
I think it's silly.
But you know it's all bullshit.
Yeah, I know, but
if you know it's bullshit, then why do you let it bother you?
I'm not letting them know that it's bothering me.
You know, a lot of crazy shit is happening right now, and everybody's gonna have to get over their ego, whatever, and pull this group together. Please try to rise above it, okay? Don't let it get to you. All right? Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't give me attitude, because I won't tolerate it.
Is that it? I understand. I'm just asking, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
During auditions for her Blonde Ambition tour, she flirted with him openly from day one. He wasn't the best of the hundreds of dancers auditioning for her.
Right. You can say that again.
Okay.
Sometimes I think, Oliver, can you really dance? Should you be on this tour? I hate to say it, but that's the way I feel sometimes, and it's not good. It gets to me.
Listen, you guys, I just want to reiterate this thing about Oliver and stuff. Please don't pick on him, okay? I'm not protecting him, and to tell you the truth, I haven't said a word to him since I got here. But he's gone. I don't know where he is. He's hiding out somewhere, and you three together can be pretty ferocious. So be nice to him, okay? He doesn't have the thick skin that you have. He doesn't have the survival techniques that you guys have, all right? And I want him to perform in the show, okay? Thank you.
No problem.
I don't believe that you don't remember things like that. How could Sharon not know what happened to her?
She said that she thinks someone drugged her. She said that she was at the club dancing. The next thing she knew is that she woke up
In her room.
In her room, nude, and her stuff was stolen, and she went to the bathroom, and her butt was bleeding.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
That's all she remembers. She said she wasn't drinking last night. She had a cranberry juice, and that's all she had. And the next thing she knew,
They
she
drugged
woke
her
up.
ass. All I can think of is that she started talking about how she was on tour with me. She's staying at the Ritz-Carlton. And those guys, whoever they were, got it in their mind that they were gonna fuck with her.
I never thought that something like that would happen to me. I was fine. I was normal, and I was with the.
So most victims do say.
That's what I
never thought.
I never thought that something like that would ever happen to me. This was a nice club. It was really nice. And there's nice people there, and I was just dancing with these boys, and we were just like me, like this, and I was totally sober. I mean, you can ask my friend, and you can ask these other girls what I saw, and then next thing I know, I wake up this morning. I'm never gonna go out by myself again.
You what?
Never going out by myself again. I'm just gonna stick with you guys.
It was days like that that I was reminded just how young the dancers really were. And what was really strange was that this last show in New York was an AIDS benefit in memory of a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, who had died. And I mean, here I was getting ready to go on stage to supposedly convince and inspire thousands and thousands of people to get unified and to fight the prejudice. You know, that I couldn't even inspire 7 dancers.
All right. I think everybody's feeling a lot better today than they were a couple days ago, and I'm not worried about the show. What I am worried about, and what I do want to say a prayer about, is the way that people have been behaving. I don't care what you did with your lives before you came on this tour. I don't care what you do with them afterwards. But while you're working with me, and we're doing this show, you will treat everyone in this group with kindness, compassion, and respect. I don't want to hear about it anymore. There is too much pain in the world, and I want you to treat yourselves with kindness and respect. A lot of crazy shit has been happening. We have to start looking out for each other. We have to start protecting each other. And we have to start loving ourselves a little bit more and loving the person standing next to us a little bit more. Seeing as this is our last show in New York and our last show in the United States, and we are dedicating it to Keith Haring, who doesn't have the luxury of being alive like we do, I beg you to let me and everybody in this room rise above all of our problems and go out there on that stage tonight and give the best performance of our lives. Do this one for Keith. Amen. Amen. That's all. Everybody have a great show. Come on. Why did I do that?
That's all right.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a great show.
I hope I can say.
I hope we all can, yeah.
So Lucy in my hair? Look like you're dripping.
Do we give it one more time for the States, girls? Should we
All right.
try to have a holiday?
You're right.
Holiday, celebration, come together in every nation.
finally got to Europe, there was such an overwhelming sense of relief. I mean, after all the tension and the darkness, Europe just felt so glamorous and new and exciting.
Don't make us strike a pose.
I'm living for Chanel.
The Tony better buy me something.
Shopping can really cheer a girl up.
Walks, missing.
Now you boys better do what I say.
Second grade teacher. Miss Crabtree girl, what's going on?
Our Miss Brooks.
That's perfect.
It's very obey everything I say, right?
Yeah, it's like.
Very Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation.
Oh!
Ooh! Ooh!
Bite your tongue.
Do
Do you have any simpler earrings than these?
Ooh, they make you look beautiful.
Earrings don't make people look beautiful. Money makes people look beautiful.
It's coming. Do next day.
Hello, Gautier. Listen, I told you. Forget the drive. Listen. I'm désolé. Hi, who's this? I'm fine. Yeah, can I help you? Okay. Would you like anyone in particular? Okay, what's your name? Chanelta? Oh. Chanelta needs a sales girl downstairs now. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's give it some Back up, sir. I said back up.
Yo, Mel, this is your birthday poem. Way back in the beginning, when I started all of my sinning, I needed a partner in crime, you could say. So I went on a search and I started to pray. I walked into my manager's office one morning. I was mouthing out loud in my usual form. As my eyes toured the room, my poor heart skipped a beat, for there in the corner was the picture of Sweet. She was glued to the phone. She was bathed in pastels. Her leap press-ons were sitting. They were longer than hell. I turned and I winked and I said, "Hey, Miss Muffet, you think you can work for a bitch? Can you top it?" I'm gagging. No way. Get me out of this stuff. I said, "Hey, Freddie, find a new girl to pump." So the rest is like history, legend, okay? You want to hear this? She don't play it that way. How can I thank you, my sweet Melly Mel? You pick up my shit and my undies that smell. You shield me from assholes and take all their calls. You buy me my Tampax and rubbers and all.
Size large.
Now, you can't count on much in this life. I should know. But I guess I got lucky. I found me a pro. She still lives in the valley. But her press-ons are gone. She still goes out with jocks, but she sips Dom Perignon. But without you, I'm nothing. I'm gagging, Miss Thing. If you ever leave me, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Those first few weeks in Europe were almost perfect. I mean, it felt like the Partridge Family World Tour. Sort of.
Welcome! Congratulations!
Don't do it! Don't do it! He's a tramp! He's a slut!
Ow, suck it. Suck it, meat dry.
Come in, only if you're a man.
Girls, I'm here, Mama Makeup.
Melissa, tell Jay Winding that he doesn't come into prayer. Tell him when I come up to him and ask him to play the record, I'm gonna say, "Voulez-vous jouer ces disques?"
Voulez-vous, will you kiss my dick?
Will you play my record? One track like in mine, okay?
Surprise!
That's really good. Doesn't he have this job?
All right, I just pray that I remember that I have to freak Spanish and English.
Motherfucking world tour, year 2025. Like a virgin. I got the moves, baby. You got the lotion.
They don't even let Zsa Zsa Gabor in this sometimes.
Why not?
Because she's the cochon.
Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete. I was sad, I was happy blue, but you made me feel.
The audiences have been great, and every show just keeps getting better and better. So let us just have one more great show where everybody kicks ass and has a great time.
I'm fucking pissed, okay? Okay, what are you fucking looking at, huh? When I'm pissed off, I gotta express myself. You know what I'm fucking saying? Sorry about that, Lenny.
Around halfway through Europe, my bubble burst. I started hearing reports from Italy that the Vatican was trying to ban my show.
I'm an Italian-American, and I'm proud of it. Proud of being an American because it is the country I grew up in, the country that gave me the opportunities to be who I am today, and a country that believes in freedom of speech and artistic expression. My show is not a conventional rock show, but a theatrical presentation of my music. And like theater, it asks questions, provokes thoughts, and takes you on an emotional journey. Portraying good and bad, light and dark, joy and sorrow, redemption and salvation. I do not endorse a way of life, but describe one, and the audience is left to make its own decisions and judgments. This is what I consider freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of thought. Every night, before I go on stage, I say a prayer. Not only that my show will go well, but that the audience will watch with an open heart and an open mind and see it as a celebration of love, life, and humanity.
If I ran away, I'd never have the strength to get very far. How could they hear the beating of my heart? Well, it broke home, the secret that
controversy stayed with me all through Italy, and eventually I had to cancel 2 shows.
I got my period suddenly early this
Look,
month.
this is my gym. You want to use it?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever do, you can.
Sandra. Barnyard,
I've been using
something.
the,
Sandra, I forgot her last name. Sometimes I can't pronounce it. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, Sandra.
Try
Sandra.
pronouncing it.
No. Whatever her name is. You know, I think that's one of her. I know that's one of her best friends. She says it.
I had those dreams when my mother died for like 5-year period after that. That's all I dreamed about, was that people were jumping on me and strangling me, and I was constantly screaming for my father.
Really?
But no sound would come out.
Well, what happened when you woke up? Were you crying?
I'd just be sweating and afraid, and I'd have to go and sleep with my father.
Was that before you got remarried?
Mm-hmm.
And how was that when you slept with him?
Fine, I went right to sleep after he fucked me. No, I'm just kidding.
Was he sweet to you?
Yes,
I mean,
of course.
Barnyard, something. Anyway, you know, she's scary.
So, I had a little fling with another art world person.
Oh, should I guess? An art dealer?
A gallery owner.
You know, she's pretty sexy. There's something about her. She looked like if she was having sex with someone, she looked like she would just like get a rope or something and just like strap you to the bed and shit.
Ooh, baby! Ow! I saw her before I left the other night.
Oh, really?
You know,
How
I'm like a
unfortunate.
drug addict, you know.
Are you still sleeping with her? Are you still? Sandy, I don't like her.
I don't either. Believe me, it's sickening.
I don't like any of the people I sleep with either, so what difference
Well,
does it
that's
make?
why you sleep with them, because they're hideous. By the time this comes out, it won't matter anymore.
By the time this comes out, she'll have fucked you over.
Charlie did.
You know, when I got to meet her or whatever, you know, she was pretty cool.
I'm so desperate.
For what, honey?
For some fun.
What
It's
kind
all
of fun
work.
you want to have?
Well, this is fun to me.
Well,
Look,
then-
I mean, all I do is hang out with everybody in the show. After a while, it gets boring.
Who do you want to meet next?
Who do I want to meet next?
Who would really blow you away?
I think I met everybody.
There's got to be one person.
That would really blow me away.
Mm-hmm. Would really rock your world.
Okay. Oh, the guy that's in all of Pedro Almodovar's movies. Antonio Banderas.
Oh, I got him.
Antonio Banderas is this Spanish actor that I've had a crush on for 2 years. He's in all of Pedro Almodovar's movies, and I love Pedro's movies, and so I've seen every movie that Antonio's ever done, and I have to say he's one of the few actors, movie stars, or whatever, that I was really dying to meet. So we get to Madrid, and it turns out that Pedro wants to throw this big dinner party for me, so, you know, of course, Antonio's gonna be there, and so here I am. I spend the whole week psyching myself up for this party that I'm gonna go to, and I've got it all worked out in my head. I'm gonna make Antonio fall madly in love with me. Only there was this one rather major obstacle that I'd never really counted on. His wife. I've been wanting to meet Antonio for years. I finally get to meet him, and he's married.
And?
That's one of life's little fuckovers. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Not.
Madonna
Oh, wow.
is one of the Spanish that do
Hi.
actor,
Nice to meet you.
singer,
Are you married?
dancer.
Are you married?
Not for the moment.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is your side. This is your place.
Oh, hey, knock it off, fellas. Huh. What's wrong, baby? I've got to go to the bathroom and drown my sorrow.
Girl, you're ready to snatch. You know it.
I'm putting my head in the toilet, Nikki, I swear.
Don't do it till we get home, all right?
I said to pay Ricky, I said, oh, fuck, I said, this is such a disaster, he's married.
Right.
He goes, oh, in Spain it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You
great.
can have whatever you want.
Just like in Italy.
It's like, good thing I don't live here.
Right? Because I would be a fighting bitch.
Is that man beautiful or what?
Yeah.
There's got to be something wrong with him. He probably has a really small penis or something. God, there has to be something wrong with him. No one is that perfect. You guys, I'm gonna go back in the room, and who am I gonna flirt with? Who? Tell me.
I know who.
Who?
The guy next to us. Oh, my beautiful man.
Yes. Yes, I told you.
Tomorrow, after.
Yes, I told you.
Needless to say, I never saw or heard from Antonio again. I don't think he's such a good actor after all.
Were there any messages?
My sleeping pill didn't wear off yet. So I started acting like Joey Heather didn't understand.
Even when I feel like shit, they still love me.
I think Madonna's a lot happier now than she was on the last tour.
She's happy with the effects she's had, but I think there's a part of her life that makes her very
I don't think she
unhappy.
takes enough time to appreciate and enjoy her success. She only thinks of a dance step she might have missed
Madonna
or a mic that fucked
does
up.
feel more in control, and she doesn't extend her personal emotion, her love, her
she's just
her
very
exposure
Madonna's
to
just very
sensitivity
difficult
too
to
much.
reach. I mean, she's put up many barriers.
I'm sure she's going through a
around
lot. She goes
herself.
through a lot with these things because there's not that many people who she can trust and get close to because I'm sure everyone wants something from
She's
her.
fishing for affection. I suppose she's fishing for people who can be real with her, you know, who can be honest. You know, I don't really think that anybody is honest with her. Except for maybe me, and
I think that we're all
certainly not honest all the time.
We're all seeking Madonna's approval to some
Sometimes
degree.
I feel like she really trusts me, and sometimes, you know, I feel like
Madonna-
she's not really looking at me.
Madonna has a hard time connecting and giving herself away to any one person. I feel like Madonna's very in the moment.
Oh, she's very impatient. Madonna's quite impatient.
If Madonna's impatient, it's just because she wants things done.
But she has a lot to do. She has a busy life, and she's definitely in a race against time.
Everything is subject to her approval or disapproval, and everything has to do with what she wants, what she doesn't want, how it should look, where it should go, what it should be. So it's very tense, and she's unhappy a lot of the time. She's a bitch sometimes.
Madonna can be mean if she wants to. I mean, we all can.
Nice, relaxing
I love it when she's mean.
She hasn't been a bitch to me. I don't
She
think.
knows what she's doing, and she knows how to work it, and that's the most important. That's probably why she's such a big
I
star.
just feel like she's a little girl lost in the storm sometimes. You know, there's just like a whole whirlwind of things going on around her, and sometimes she gets caught up in it.
Strike the pose. Strike the pose. Vogue.
full of people that I admire, that I appreciate, that I adore, that I love, and that I would all separately at one time or another like to smack the shit out of. Anyway, cheers.
That was very... To fashion.
To love. To l'amour.
Grace Kelly, Hollow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it. Vogue.
Truth or dare, Madonna?
Wanna play?
Right now?
Right now.
Truth
come
or
on.
dare?
Just don't make it too.
I'm gonna ask you. Have you ever been fucked up the ass?
Well, you gotta ask what you
Truth or
want
dare?
first.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Hey, unzip your pants and take your dick out right now.
You have to do it! Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Oh my God.
Come on! You can sit down and do it.
No way.
Way!
Way, dare, come on.
That's what she told you to do.
I'm afraid to look. It's fucking blue.
Slam. Truth or dare?
Dare.
Woo!
French kiss Gabriel.
Okay. He's up and he's ready.
Look out.
They want this. They
want
want
this.
this.
The way
Woo, grab that hand.
Yes. Get it done. Get the
Get
job
it
done.
done. God damn it.
Oh my God. I'm getting a hard on, okay?
Yeah, buddy.
Madonna, truth or dare?
Dare.
What?
Dare.
Show us with that bottle how you give head.
Stand up and come down on it.
Oh, what? That means
You're not asking the question, motherfucker.
You're not performing either.
Truth. Who's been the love of your life your whole life?
My whole life? Sean. Sean. I'm in my dressing room sometimes and I think to myself, who do I think I am? Like trying to pull this off, you know? And sometimes I'm very much, but I can only allow myself to think it once in a while, because if I do, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And that is, I think of you guys in thinking, sitting in your dressing room going, you know, who this bitch thinks she is.
I got the moves, baby. You got the motion. We got together, baby, because it's emotion.
But I know that I'm not the best singer, and I know I'm not the best dancer, but I'm not interested in that.
Yeah,
I'm interested in pushing people's buttons
Mhm.
and being provocative and being political.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how you play the game to get into the groove.
You both could have anything that you wanted, if you want it, you know.
I think that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if I want it.
Yeah, it ain't all fucking hunky dory.
No.
I hold back what you're looking for. Is it mine or you that door? We're wasting
hard to be a star.
Yeah, but don't you?
You wanted to say what you wanted to say.
You don't want to be a star,
touch
Nikki.
people.
Come on. Carlton, come to mommy. Get in bed. So, Gabriel, look, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
What?
I'm finally alone in bed with you. Just let him take your shirt off.
I'm to take it off?
Mm-hmm. And pull the sheets up so it looks like you're naked. Yes, of course. Oh, I'm so shocked.
Oh, my God.
I'm gagging. Why are you wearing your underwear?
Why not? I'm in bed.
Did you walk here in your underpants? Now you're acting like me.
Bottom
Could say,
line
well,
is, as long
he
as
doesn't sleep with... Wait, I'm talking. You know what that means. I just think life is unfair. Like, here I am, this person. Everybody thinks I have everything I want, right? But I want you and I can't have you. Shouldn't have any more sex. Should just build an altar to me in your home and worship it daily. And call me collect. Uncross him and say it.
You're the only woman I love.
You lied, Louis. Now I'm gonna beat you up. I wouldn't hire fags that hate women. I kill fags that hate women. In fact, I'll kill anybody that hates women. In fact, I'll kill anybody that hates. Because I hate people that hate. Ollie, I hate you. I hate you because you're beautiful and you're a fuck. You're a stupid fuck. I hate you. You're sweating and you smell. Oh, your dick is big. Come on.
My aunt wrote a book called Men Who Hate Women and the Women Who Love Them. You should read it.
I think I helped her write it.
All right, you want it.
No! Pupils. Did I hurt you? Good. Get out of my bed. Get out of my bed. And don't come back until your dick is bigger.
See how you want to get away from me.
Louis, don't leave me. Get out now. I'm calling the police.
What's wrong?
My life is really
Well, if I have to leave, you have to hand me my sweatpants.
Get out! Get out, you bastard!
Smell them.
Out of here.
No.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
Look, does anybody give a shit? And don't ever come back. I hate you. Next. You guys, I give you the shirt off my back.
Take it off.
Come on! You guys, it's not time for a meeting. Get away!
She's been trying to lead the boys. You feel better now? Very Madonna's Vegas show.
What do we think of people that have body parts that aren't real?
But we love you anyway, Madonna. But that's
Honey, my titties are bona fide, the real thing.
Who said about anything about titties?
Oh, you mean my hair?
No. Keep going.
No, it's not real.
Everything's real on you. They just don't think so. Everything's real.
I'm real. I'm really.
Except for the pearls.
They are too real.
All of them.
All of them.
Madonna can't afford real pearls.
Madonna can't afford real pearls. Madonna can't afford real pearls.
Check this out. I'm rich. I can have anything I want.
She's rich.
Do we want to be accepted by Hollywood?
No!
Do we care what people think of us?
No!
Do we want people to kiss our ass?
Yeah!
Yeah, we do. Okay, but do we want to have an R rating or an X rating?
X!
X for extra fun.
One child grows up to be somebody who just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody who just loves to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good to mom. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. Keep it together. This is what I call traveling in style. Yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you, Ollie. All right, formation.
I hit big time, but I still get the blues. Everyone's a stranger. City life can get to you. People can be so cold. Never want to turn your back. Just giving to get something. Always wanting something back.
When I get lonely and I need to be loved for who I am, not what they want to see. Brothers and sisters, they've always been there for me. We have a connection. Home is where the heart should be. Keep it together in the family. They're a reminder of your history. Brothers and sisters, they hold the key to your heart and your soul. Don't forget that your family is gold. When I look back on all the misery and all the heartache that they brought to me, I wouldn't change it for another chance. Whose blood is thicker than any other circumstance. All right, time for a little bit of the out, in, out, in, out. The family that plays together stays together. Here we go. When I get lonely and I need to be loved for who I am, not what they want to see. Brothers and sisters, they've always been there for me. We have a connection. Home is where the heart should be. When I look back on all the misery and all the heartache that they brought to me, I wouldn't change it for another chance. Whose blood is thicker than any other circumstance. One, two, come on, love. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, hit it. Keep people together, keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together, keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together, keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together, keep people together forever and ever. Unfortunately, Europe, it's time for us to say bonsoir to all of our families. You're my family. Yeah, that's right. And never forget that your family is your friend. Yeah, that's right. And never doubt that without them, you are nothing. Yeah, that's right. But most of all and most importantly, never doubt yourself. Yeah, that's right. Come on, ladies. On your knees. Aren't they lovely? Yes. Keep people together. Keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together. Keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together. Keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together. Keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together. Keep people together forever and ever. Keep people together. People together forever and ever. People together. People together forever and ever.
Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it
What are you thinking
together.
about?
Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it
You're so big,
together.
Carlton.
Keep it together forever
And you're such a
and
lady.
ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together.
My baby.
Keep it together forever and ever. Keep it together.
Don't get any cat fights on the way home.
Forever and ever. Keep it together. Keep it together forever and ever. Keep people together.
Okay.
All right.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. God bless.
Kevin, Slam, Lewis, Nikki, Jose, Donna, Oliver, Gabriel. And again?
Carlton.
Carlton. That's right.
That adopted child.
It's time to say goodnight.
My dog.
Time to say goodnight, everybody, okay? Close
I
your
want
eyes.
some ice cream. I want some
Shut the
vanilla
fuck
ice
up, Carlton
cream.
Chow.
Close your eyes. Dreams and dreams.
I got pee.
Just pee in bed.
Okay.
You guys do it
Not on me.
Good night, boys and girls.
Good night, Madonna.
Night, Nikki Allen.
Good night, poopers.
Good night, Cheetah. Good night, Lou.
Good night, Gabriel.
Good night, Carlton.
Good night, Oliver.
Who farted?
Shut up! Shut up! I gotta say!
She smelled it.
She smelt it and she dealt it.
Stinky.
Stinker.
Somebody farted boots.
Somebody farted.
Fantastic! Nuclear testing!
Gross.
Oh, gross.
I smell boots.
We're smelling
We're
boots.
smelling boots.
I think I got my period.
Nikki. Guys. Shut up! Oh, she hurt me!
Sleepy time.
I said shut up! Now I'm gonna press this thing, and I'm gonna press power. When I press it, the camera is gonna go off instantly. Go away! Cut it. Cut it, Alec. Cut it, goddammit!